Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear Honorable Professor and my dear bestmate, Assalamu alaikum. I am going to share my presentation, Negligence of Operating Lease and Financial Lease in Shipping Finance in Bangladesh. Introduction. Background of the study. Keeping step with competitive world, economic development of the country and industrialization plays major role. Ship industry of the one of them, ship industry is coming away from the ancient time. 90% of the trade happened by sea. The top 10 owning country fleet being value as of February 2060 around 450 billion. At present, China is home to more shipbuilding port than any other country, including 7 of the 10 busiest ports in the world. According to UNCTAD 2019, shipbuilding 0.09%, ship recycling 5.54%, fleet national flag 0.123%, fleet ownership 0.14%, seafarer supply officer 0.44%, rating 0.14%. According to UNCTAD 2020, shipbuilding 0.15%, ship recycling 40.25%, fleet national flag 0.16%, fleet ownership 0.16%, seafarer supply officer 0.44%, rating 0.14%. According to these two states, shipbuilding and fleet ownership are increased and ship recycling is discouraging in shipbuilding, which is good for the environment. That means shipping industry is increasing day by day. The strength of the industry are growing by the initiative of government and adequate ship finance. Current market assessment, the worldwide ship lease industry will increase at the large rate over the next 5 years, even after accounting for the entry of Chinese leasing business into the market of recent year and the portable impact of COVID-19. Operating lease are often used for short to mid-term ship charterer, with the ship being returned to the lessor of the conclusion of period. Finance lease are more commonly used for long-term finance of ship, but in Bangladesh perspectives, operating lease and financial lease both are the negligence. The study will try to find out the issue, the negligence of operating lease and financial lease in shipping finance in Bangladesh. Objective of the study: identify the main sources of ship finance in Bangladesh, identify the issues, involvement of the negligence of operating lease and financial lease in shipping finance in Bangladesh, profile strategies for effective implementation of operating lease and financial lease for the enhancing shipping finance in Bangladesh. Research question: what are the main source of ship finance in Bangladesh? What are the issues involving negligence of operating lease and financial lease in shipping finance in Bangladesh? What strategy would be preferred for the effective implementation of operating lease and financial lease for enhancing shipping finance in Bangladesh? Literature review. Conceptualization. A finance lease is a lease that basically transfer all the risk and rewards associated with the asset ownership. IAS 17, 1999. The lease bear the majority of the risk in a finance lease because of lease is usually fully amortized and the lease has no right to terminate the contract uncut 1995. As a result, unlike a operation lease, a finance lease is essentially a financial instrument is which the lessor responsible for providing the financing. In comparison to financial lease, an operating lease is a true lease. It is the extensively used for the leasing of equipment and durable consumer goods outside of shipping. The lessor typically bear the risk of maintaining the asset and the lease typically has the option to terminate the lease, at which point the property reverts of the lessor. The United Nations Conference on Trade and Development 1995 stated that either party may have the right to cancel the lease if it is stated the contract. Negligence is defined is a failure to make the required and the ethically mandate care that they should be exercised in certain circumstances. Review of the existing literature. According to Young Liu 2006, ship leasing has a favorable tax advantages for improves the lease's financial situation. Liu Yang 2011 investigate many shipping enterprise and finance institute both of home abroad. Miao Yu 2009 discuss about a viable method of the ship finance by introducing the ship investment and analyze in the characteristics. Arthur C.C. Hurst 1984 discussed that in the financial lease, the lease bear the majority of the risk of the early obsolescence, and where are the operational lease the transfer, this risk are the lessors. But in their study is not applicable for Bangladesh because of source of shipping in Bangladesh does not depend on leasing. The literature reviews so far have no doubt made the significant contribution of the field study. Therefore, this study seeks to the bridge to fill the gap source operating lease and the financial lease in shipping finance in Bangladesh. Research methodology, type of the research, level of research, descriptive research, nature of data collection, qualitative and quantitative data, research design, survey research design, source of data, secondary resource. Method of data collection, document analyze, method of data analyze, quantitative analyze, method of data presentation, descriptive analytical forms. Decision and findings, overview. Bangladesh has a tremendous sea wind width is the almost 1.5 times of the size of the land area. The coastline zone covers roughly 36,000 square kilometer, accounting the nearly quarter of the country entire land area. The continental shelf is around the 37,000 square kilometer, while the EEZ is the approximately 1,64,000 square kilometer. There are about 200 rivers in the country with a total length of road 22,155 kilometers, occupying about the 11% of the total land area. This sector is connected to almost type of the economics operators. As a result, the maritime sector is one of our country's newest and the most promising sources of economic growth. Leasing is beneficial to business looking established a new company model, which will be very helpful for young entrepreneur of Bangladesh. Several interviewing the reflection of the function of ship leasing in hatching and changing the maritime environment have been written and conjunction with the advert of ship leasing and growth within the shipping sector. Main source of ship finance in Bangladesh: bank loan, commercial bank, specialization shipping bank, and specialized shipping bank, private banking institution, top 5 of bank. Islamic Bank 800 crore, National Bank 600 crore, Janata Bank 370 crore, UCBL Bank 325 crore, and AB Bank 320 crore. In 2070, amount of loan 4,600 crore. Terms that typically range from 5 to 8 years. Rescheduling benefits are given for 10 years. Rescheduling does not need any down payment. The loan will have the grace period of 3 years. Repayment typically the equal installment, the quarterly or semi-annual installment. The loan carry interest rate of 10 to 13%. Public equity. Stock exchanges, public share of the Western Marine Shipyard in 45.24%, Bangladesh Shipping Corporation 23.4%. Several more motives. Shipping company may wish to raise equity capital in order to implement an expansion strategy through vessel acquisition. As a diversify is the capital source, reduce is the debt burden, improving thus is the financial standing. Reducing is the beneficial risk, provide and the exit strategy for the shipping company shareholder, that is prove the vehicle for casting and out there the investment. Private equity, a small number of shareholders, friend and family, and institutional investor also known as the smart money. They are private equity funds, hedge fund and pension funds, the endowment funds, insurance companies, commercial bank and mutual funds. Western Marine Shipyard is in private batch public company. Their private equity is the 54.76%. The top shipping company of the Bangladesh who are fully private equity based. Number 1, Akish Shipping. Number 2, Bosundhara Logistics. Number 3, Meghna Group of Industries. Number 4, Abul Khair Shipping Limited. Number 5, Crown Mariners Limited. Negligence issue of operating lease and financial lease in shipping finance in Bangladesh. Lack of awareness by government, unskilled approach of the project proposal, cannot follow the European culture, lecture of the shipping expertise on the leasing in financial institution. Strategies to overcome these issues. The recruit shipping expert problem in government. Implement the mandatory rules and the regulation for hiring shipping specialist and consult the financial institution. Marketing. 1, operating lease and finance lease by the beneficial institute. Operating lease and financial lease will be increased. Government proved the financial security as a grantor to inspire maritime talented student to create their own firms. New investor and entrepreneur will attract. Conclusion and recommendation. Conclusions. Shipping is an capital intensive sector. Maritime dependency factor of Bangladesh is 35.2 40% and 85% of the import and export done by this way. Though the Bangladesh is mainly a ship demolition country, but it is also contributing in others world maritime sector. Proper financing will help to grow the field ahead of the world class level. It is not only challenging but also promising sector of the world. Recommendation. Additional financial costs should be reduced. Attracted the foreign investor by the advertising facilities. Need to more focus on the shipbuilding than shipbreaking or recycling. Need more research the facilities for the development. Need to be the follow the strictly the international salary scale for the labor. The talent will not be the kidnapping on money in other countries. Need to take more risk and keep more reliability on the new entrepreneurs by financial institute. Need to inspire talented student of the focus business, not to job. And thank you very much. That's all for time being. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.